Good morning. Paul Case here. See all the water on my driveway? You know the bad part? It ain't water. It's ice. Yep, we had a little freezing rainstorm. I don't know if I'm gonna make it to the barn. It's still spitting some. To go real easy and try to stay on the places where there's rocks sticking out or other stuff. Sometimes on the grass works really good. Everything's coated. They changed our prediction. Johnny Gillum and I was talking about that a little bit on the live. The guys up here was saying on Saturday we may not get much. And then yesterday evening they started predicting a 1/4 inch of ice. Should have got my stock stick. Add extra stuff to this. This morning, instead of just running through and feeding my cows real quick and my calves, you can hear them bawling. It's way later than I usually do this. I have to do a bunch of truck switching around. My red dually Mildred, one I do about all my feeding with, has shelled out the 4-wheel drive. It won't work. And trying to stay off that concrete because it's slickered and greased out crap. There. Oh yeah, buddy, that's slick. And so I was supposed to take her to the mechanic today. And I'm not sure, maybe this afternoon. This melts off. They're talking about it keeping raining here some. And if it does that and warms up the way they say it's going to, maybe this won't last. If it's still like this in the morning though, I ain't hauling cattle. I'm planning on selling a trailer load of calves tomorrow. It's just one aggravation of winter weather, y'all. I got to check the oil on this truck because this red pickup has a serious oil leak. I've been parking it here on the pad, and it's got quite a spot of oil on the pad, so we're gonna check it good today. Just stay there on the battery for me, would you? This truck has never checked easy. You can't just pull the dipstick and it be correct. You have to pull the dipstick, wipe it off, and put it back in order to check it. And it says that we're just inside the safe. It holds a lot of oil. Maybe one of its redeeming qualities here. That makes it so that when it leaks a little, well, and you all know when that stuff hits the ground, the oil spreads out really good. So I'm gonna start this and see if I can back it up out of the way a little bit. I gotta move that silver truck, and I've got to get me some feed in the blocks on the blue and white truck, which is what I'll be using to feed with while this one's in the shop. Oops, there it goes on. I may have to back up a whole big long ways. I put that silver one in here. It's the one I bought at an auction here just the other day, because I wanted to the oil's out on it. And I thought, well, if it ices tonight, make it difficult to check the oils out on the thing. Maybe that'll do it. I can just drive that gray one down here and put him on the side. Plenty of room in the barn. It's just that most of it's all the way away from the shop. I don't really know why I do things this way. I have a lot more room since I've sold my feed mixer and those gravity boxes out of here. But then I got stuff parked down here that I never use. Those two H tractors and that 8N Ford and that Farm All Regular. And none of them run in more than a year. Probably the regular was the last thing to run. I need to start them up and run them a little bit. Oh my. This old silver truck is kind of rough, but it's only got 192,000 miles on it. The bed really don't matter. I'm gonna put a hay bed on it if it works out to be reliable. But I come home last night and was cruising Facebook Marketplace, and they had some that was comparable to this one. And none of them within $5,000 what I give for this one. It was way higher. That made me feel a little bit better. Oops. I did get some cleaning out done on it. I need to take it to the car wash. Vacuum the seats out on it. Apparently the guy let his dog ride with him. Sorry about the shaky video. That's how it goes when you're holding it with your hand. I did learn something the other day though when I was trying to video some. I wearing a pair of them cloth gloves, had a hole worn in the finger, and that was really handy. I didn't have to take my gloves off to turn the phone on and off. Yeah. There's the puddle of oil that's dripped off this truck. And no, it just continually got worse. I set my axe out right here so I'd put it in that other truck. And here I am going to feed with this one more time. Better grab my axe. This is probably going to be just a recipe for disaster right here. Weight don't help you out that much on ice. I think it'll be all right if I can get in this barn, because it's a little bit of a slope up to it. That concrete right at the doors will be the slickest part. So far, every time I've wanted to stop, it stopped though. That's good. We're slipping now. There we go. Made it in. Somebody thinking, why are you feeding cows first? She'll be feeding them calves. There's the ones balling. Yep, they were balling suckers. They don't need nothing. They got hay. They're in the barn. They'd ought to be happy. They ain't ever happy. They think they're abused if you're not there at a certain time of the day to put their grain out. Today may be a day we have to do quite quite a bit of improvising on that. If I can't get my auger to go, I'm just going to come down here with the side-by-side. I think I can get around it. It's four-wheel drive. Get me some of that feed out of that box in the bin on my, or in buckets, and feed them with buckets today. Side-by-side. Now I'm going to go feed the cows first. That way we can be done with this pickup. I'd still like to take it to the mechanics. What would you see that? Turn, but we didn't turn. It's a winter wonderland out here. Book 11 ways to bust your rear end. Ain't that something? New use for the axe. Ooh, good news. Look at that. I believe I see clear water at the pond. I do. Huh. Open. I don't know if they can get out to it. I don't need it, except to try to get that tire or rock out of the tire. Oh, you fell over. What happened to you? What happened? I've been feeding. Well, I have never had a, yep, see it? Picked it right up. Let's see if I can get that out of there before we go any farther at all. Somebody's gonna say something about that could be hard on your axe. No. You think? Or your tires. Well, it ain't gonna work. I'm gonna have to get a chain and pull it out with something else when I get to the house, I guess. So, I know some things about this setup I've got. You don't never want to take the strings off of a bale of hay that's short hay while the bale's sitting on your truck. unless you just want to have to sweep your truck off really, really good. So, watch the cows while I take strings loose. I've heard people saying lately, I know all the science behind everything, maybe it's true, that cows don't mind the cold and all that. It may not be as hard on them as it is us humans, but fact remains, they don't look very comfortable when they got ice hanging off their ears and stuff like that. They just don't. And you wouldn't look very comfortable like that. Roads are really treacherous. They're just ice covered. Ain't no way getting around it today. At least for this morning. They're talking about a bigger chance of rain for us yet this afternoon, which would melt most of this away. So I guess we'll see, but I do gotta get a count on these. Probably wondering, well, Paul, you gonna feed him another half a bale? Maybe later today. Maybe this evening. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3. We're all here. Walking around, so they're acting like they're happy to see me with that hay today, so that's good. Got me thinking about just parking this in the feed shed, going ahead and feeding them with side by side, because I have to get on that concrete pad where that feed bin's at to get the feed put in my truck. Anybody that knows anything's gonna know that concrete pad's gonna be slicker than greased owl doo-doo. Usually you can tell when it's slick off-road, boy, it's gonna be slicker than slick on-road. I can't believe I picked up that rock. That rock been sitting there for I don't even know how long. Did you feel us sliding sideways? I did. Ooh, can't do that. Hey, that ain't water right there. That's enough to make you think about just go ahead and leaving the gate open. Yeah. Why don't we leave the gate open, Paul? Well, I don't want to have to chase cows, that's why. This is treacherous. How'd I get into this stuff? Yeah, be a cattle farmer, they said. It'll be fun, they said. That ain't, oh, part of that is water. How handy. Ain't nothing over here water. Saving grace. I gotta walk across that crap. Now, I'm sure it won't be slick now. My shoes are just wet, that's all. Hey. I did. Parked right off in it, man. Oh, yeah. Made it back. Good grief. All right. Slipping, sliding. Slipping. Flipping, slipping. Ain't that something? Come home from church yesterday afternoon. We stopped Mom's and we had got takeout pizza. Feed everybody. We do have family get together and eat lunch on Sunday. My two boys and their families, Mom and Dad, and Nita and me, but we don't always eat home cooking. I hate wearing the ladies out. So, and like, I don't remember what it was, last week maybe? Anita and I just cooked two big pans of enchiladas and took down there, and that's what we had for lunch. So yesterday we did take out pizza. We hadn't done that in quite a while. We did take out pizza, and when we got home doing that, my bulls was loose. It was the steer pen that got out. They knocked the panel down out there where they've been scratching their butts on it. See, they complaining already. They ought to know they're axed. Guys, this video is getting too long. I can't upload a good one in any kind of timely manner inside or outside of 25 minutes. So I'm going to sign off here and say thanks for watching. Hope you all made it through this ice storm if you had any of it in your way, and we'll catch you on the next one.